Hi friends, welcome to Edupedia World. This is Varun Ganga. Friends, in our last session we have seen some examples regarding how to find the cube of a given 4-digit number by using Yavadunam Sutra as well as Anurupena Sutra. And now, in this session, with regard to the same concept, we are going to have a look of some more examples. Now let us see what those examples are. The example that I am going to take in this session is 1074. So friends, in order to find the cube of 1074, we do have some parts of results that we have to follow. So the first part that we have to do is the left part. So here in the left part, the first step what we have to do is we have to find the nearest base of the given number. So here the given number is 1074 and the nearest base for this number is 1000. After finding the nearest base, now moving to step number 2, now what we have to do here is we have to find the excess. And this excess is found out by comparing these two numbers, that is 1074 and the base 1000. So if we compare these two numbers, we get an excess of 74 and it is taken over here. After finding the excess, now moving to step number 3, now what we have to do here is we have to multiply the excess with 3. So therefore by multiplying 74 into 3, we get 222 as the product. After getting the product 222, now what we have to do here is we have to add this product to the base what we have got. So therefore by adding 1000 plus 222, we get 1222. Now this 1222 is regarded as the required left part. After completing the process of left part and moving to the process of middle part, the first step what we have to do here is we have to take the answer what we have got in left part and we have to find the nearest base as well as the excess. So friends, here the answer what we have got in the left part is 1222 and the nearest base for this number is 1000, and the excess it is found out by comparing the numbers 1222 with the base 1000. So if we compare these two numbers, we get an excess of 222 and it is taken over here. After finding the nearest base and excess, moving to step number 2, now what we have to do here is we have to multiply the new excess what we have got with the actual excess what we have got. So here the new excess is 222 and the actual excess is 74. So therefore by multiplying 222 with 74, we get 16,428 as the product. Now this 16,428 is regarded as the required middle part. After completing the process of middle part and moving to the process of right part, the first and the last step what we have to do here is we have to find the cube of actual excess. So here actual excess what we have got is 74. And if you find the cube of 74, we get the required right part. So friends, here the actual excess what we have got is 74 and it is a 2-digit number. So in order to find the cube of a 2-digit number, it is somewhat bit difficult for us. So in order to get that difficulty off, now what I am going to do here is I am going to apply Anurupena Sutra. So if we apply Anurupena Sutra, we have to write these two digits in the following manner. So I have written here 7 cube, 7 square into 4, 7 into 4 square and 4 cube. After writing all these things, now let me place some horizontal and vertical bars like this. Now what I am going to do here is I am going to write the answers of all these parts below the horizontal bar. So if you do 7 cube, we get 343. And if you do 7 square into 4, that is 49 into 4, we get 196. And if you do 7 into 4 square, that is 7 into 16, we get 112, that is 112. And finally, if you do 4 cube, we get 64. Now let me place one more horizontal bar below it. Now what I am going to do here is I am going to double the numbers that I have got in second part and in third part. So if you double the number that is 112, we get 224, and if you double the number 196, we get 392. Now let me place one more horizontal bar. Now here I have got two rows, that is this is first row and this is second row. Now what we have to do here is we have to add up these two rows. So friends, if you observe the answers that are in fourth part, here we don't have any number to add up with 64. So therefore I am writing 64 directly over here. And coming to the third part, here we are having two numbers, that is 112 and 224. So if we add these two numbers, we get 336 as the answer. And coming to the second part, here we are having 196 and 392. And if you add these two numbers, we get 588 as the answer. Coming to the first part, here we don't have any answers to add up with 343. So therefore I am writing this 343 below the horizontal bar directly over here. Now let me place one more horizontal bar. So friends, I think you know that we are using Anurupena Sutra to find the cube of a given 2-digit number. So therefore what we have to do here is we have to keep only one digit in second part, third part and fourth part. But whereas in first part we can have as many digits as we want. So friends, if we observe the fourth part answer, we got 64. It is a 2-digit number. So therefore, I am taking the digit in ones place in my answer and I am sending the remaining digit, that is 6, as carry on to the next part and I am adding to it. So therefore, by sending this 6 and by adding to 336, we get 342 as the answer. Again, if we observe this 342, it is a 3-digit number. So therefore, we have to take 2 in our answer and we have to send this 34 as carry on to the next part, that is to the second part, and we have to add to it. So by sending this 34 and by adding to 588, we get 622 as the answer. And again, if you observe this answer, it is a 3-digit number. So therefore, I am taking the digit in ones place, that is 2 in my answer, and I am sending remaining number, that is 62, as carry on to the next part, that is to the first part, and I am adding to it. So by sending this 62 and by adding to 343, we get 405. Now let me place one more horizontal bar and let me write all the answers what I have got. So here in the fourth part I have got 4, and in the third part I have got 2, and in the second part I have got 2 again, and finally in the first part I have got 405. Now by combining all the answers in all the parts, we get the final result, that is 74 cube is equals to 405,224. So friends, this 405,224 is regarded as the required right part. After finding all the answers of all the parts, now let me place all these in an order. So therefore, I am writing the left part, the middle part and the right part over here, and I am placing some horizontal and vertical bars over here. After placing all these things like this, so friends, I think you know that here we are finding the cube of a given 4-digit number, and the base what we have taken here is 1000. So therefore, we have to take only 3 digits in right part as well as in middle part. But in left part we can have as many digits as we want. So if you observe the number 405,224, it is a 6-digit number. So therefore, we have to take only 3 digits, that is the lastmost 3 digits, that is 224 in our answer. And the remaining number, that is 405, should be taken as carry on to the next part, that is to the middle part, and we have to add to it. So by taking this 405 and adding to 16,428, we get 16,833 as the sum. Again, if we observe this sum, it is a 5-digit number. So therefore, we have to take only the last 3 digits, that is 833 in our answer. And the remaining number 16 should be taken as carry on to the next part, that is to the left part, and we had to add to it. So by taking this 16 and by adding to 1222, we get 1238. Now let me place one more horizontal bar below it and let me write all the answers what we have got in all the parts. So here in the right part I have got 224, and in the middle part I have got 833, and finally in the left part I have got 1238. And now by combining all the parts of answers what we have got, we get the final result, that is 1074 cube is equals to 1,238,833,224. So friends, this is the way how we can use Anurupena Sutra and Yavadunam Sutra in finding the cube of a given 4-digit number. I hope that you have understood pretty well how to use these 2 sutras. And in the next session, we will be having some more examples regarding with the same topic. For watching this video, thank you. Have a nice day.